All right, man. Detroit Pistons put the Beats by Dre on the New York Knicks, 121-90 at Little Caesars Arena. I know in they telecast they was talking about how the Knicks are probably tired. So they lost four straight. Um, yeah, they lost four straight. They lost to San Antonio by 2. They lost to Atlanta by 12. They lost to the 76ers by 11. And then you see the what was it, 31 ball last night. They lost to us. Um, but ultimately, it was a statement game. Early on, the Pistons came out and punched them in the mouth. Uh, and that's exactly what happened. They punched them directly in their mouths. Okay, we punched them directly in their mouths. And Brunson went on a little Brunson run. I mean, he nice. But ultimately Isaiah Stewart played with a pep in his step early on. His numbers might not look gaudy, but he got switched on hold on real quick. He got switched on Brunson a couple times, and he did his thing. I mean, definitely looking like defensive player of the year right now. Sorry Thompson had a tough guard. Brunson gonna make some shots. You can't really touch him. K did his thing, 29 piece, 3 for 4 from 3, 11 from 17 from the field, 3 rebounds, 13 assists. Don't really care for the 5 rebounds. Paul Reed, they matched up with Mitchell Robinson and Cat in the starting lineup. He did his thing. And off the bench, I mean, what a find was Wu. Javonte Green was one of the better finds. I mean, Trajan Lane and his staff needs all the kudos in the world. I mean, without him, if you don't get him and you just replace Karis LeVert, I mean, you got a problem. But Javonte Green is one of the better finds. I mean, Dennis Jenkins is another really good find. I mean, they looking like the Miami Heat. Jaden Ivey, 16 piece, he playing very well. And on the other end, they just, for the most part, ain't nobody show up. They can say they was tired, but for the most part, look at the minutes distribution, that they had compared to last year. Last year, you think they would have had a 19-minute guy, 25-minute guy, 16-minute guy, and 20-minute guy on the bench. I didn't even know Jordan Clarkson was over there, No. But ultimately, it showed you that the Pistons have grit. The Pistons, like the Lions, have grit. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly what it shows. They have grit. And, when you have grit, you play with a certain how can I say it, chip on your shoulder. They ain't like the way that series ended last year. You got to remember, them dudes lost every game at home. So I don't think we still seen a win at Little Caesars. That's why we still haven't seen a win at Little Caesars, a playoff win. So, for the most part, you don't think that bothers, the Piston players at all. They came to make a statement. The Knicks may not came to make a statement. I'm going to say that obviously wasn't their best foot forward. They didn't come to make a statement. But what I will say is, the Pistons came to make a statement. That's what we will say. The Pistons came to make a statement. And that just lets you know they got that dog in them. They sat there and they had an opportunity to land the first blow versus the New York Knicks. They had an opportunity to land the first punch. And they landed a monstrous punch. They landed a monstrous punch. They landed a monstrous punch, and that's what you truly expect from them. That's what you expect. To set the tone. to let them know, hey, I know this ain't the playoffs. I know y'all gonna turn it up a notch. The teams may make some changes here and now. From here, from now to then. But hey, look here, we on y'all ass. No Diddy, we on y'all ass. We not here to play no games with y'all. We gonna battle for Eastern Conference supremacy. And for the most part, they let the Knicks know, hey, we not here to bullshit. We had a few injuries. Y'all's missing Josh Hart. He's a very important partner with but we here. And this is a rivalry that the NBA need. Similar to Shat Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama, they need these rivalries. Boston and LA is just not enough, and it don't hit the same. We need some of this disdain, this dislike. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's one of the great things about international players integrating into the NBA is because Shat and Victor don't like each other for something that happened, when they was teenagers in world play. So maybe, this is what we needed. Now, the world versus the NBA, the world versus, America, in the All-Star game, maybe they should do that, every 4 years. Or every whatever, whenever the Olympics isn't inside that 4 years, maybe that's something they should really put a nice event on. 3-point shooters, dunk contest or something like that. Maybe a 2-on-2 thing between the international and America, or maybe, you know what I'm saying? Some one-on-one tournaments in there. They can pair it up with some one-on-one tournaments, and that's including anybody can play. World versus world, America versus. I mean, the NBA need to think bigger. And think more be more creatively sound. But yeah, this was a statement win. This is when you land the first shot, and the Knicks gonna eat the shot and they gonna come back. But right now they're in a rut, and the Pistons gonna go through a rut. You're gonna go through ups and downs in the season. The Thunder gonna go through them. It's just how you navigate, how you take the rough terrain, and then how you bounce back. But this gonna be a dogfight, and when you look at it, Toronto gonna be in it to win it. You know what I'm saying? Most people may look at Toronto and they might be like, oh, but they got a good team. The Celtics are still right there. The 76ers are getting together, people getting healthy. The Magic figuring out, the Heat is on fire. They gave us a good game. And Cleveland and the AFC, for the disrespect that the West get, that the Eastern Conference get, it's pretty damn good, to be honest with you. It's pretty damn good. The West just got names, the old ass Lakers, the Rockets, the Nuggets. The Spurs is really good, the Thunder, but really outside the Thunder, Spurs, and when they get a healthy Nikola Jokic, I mean, really, Minnesota, really, it's not really much there. So the Eastern, to me, the East is just as strong as the West, but people don't really want to talk about it. The West is considered stronger because of the Thunder, the Spurs, the Nuggets, maybe Minnesota, but outside of that, a lot of that other shit is fool's gold. And I think the Rockets just need a lead guard and they might be ready to go. But hey, check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out Detroit Piston post game reaction. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Peace.